Shalom Makim. First and foremost, I want to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shah, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to our elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, and honors to you brothers who are out there doing the work in sincerity and in truth. All right, this lesson is entitled Self-Doubt and Worldly Fear. Now, there's a lot of videos on this where it tells you don't doubt and different things like that. And this is something that we have to keep harping on because even brothers who, especially brothers, if you new in the faith, you'll be fearing and probably don't even know it. You'll be doubting and probably don't even know it, man. You can't be that way. You have to 100% be faithful in faith, man. You have to believe. Like, you can't go and pray for something you don't see yourself having. That's not belief. You don't even believe that you would have it. And the scriptures speak on this. And I'll start with James 1:5. If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of the Most High that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him. But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea driven with the wind and tossed. For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Because, and you see what the scriptures call you, it calls you unstable. All right. You're not going to receive anything of the Lord if you have doubt. Okay, so when you pray, you're asking in faith. All right. And that it also helps with fasting. You take time out to fast. You take time out to, have a clean temple, and to draw nigh to the Most High. Our power is merciful. He will draw nigh to you. All right. If you need understanding or wisdom on certain things, the Lord will be there for you. So when it comes down to, doubt, there's no room for that. All right. There's no room for you to fear about you losing your woman, death or sicknesses, or your car breaking down, or all these different things. Like I say, if it's in the Most High's will, it's going to happen. Who can resist the Most High's will? Why be afraid of death and all these other things? And number one, we're supposed to conquer death. All right. So why worry yourself and doubting all these different things, man? You're supposed to have faith that Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai is going to take care of you. All right. You're supposed to know that, because in these end times that we're coming into, if you start doubting during when times get rough, that leaves room for Satan to jump in, and that causes sin, and that could very well be your destruction. Because when a man who's faithful, he's not going to crack under pressure. See, people who crack under pressure, they get impulsive and they sell out. They do all types of things. And the scriptures tell you it's going to be men who do that. And then they're going to crack, man. You're going to be scared. And why? Because they don't have faith. That's why you can't have self-doubt and worldly fear. All right, because when you doubt yourself and when you fear all these things that can happen or that the world can do to you, more likely it's going to happen to you. Because why should the Most High help you and you don't believe in him? That's like having a woman, and as men, if you got a woman who don't believe in you, who don't support you, and she's kind of like, I don't know, every time you say you're going to do something or different things like that, and she's just all shaky and iffy, like, oh yeah, I'll be there in a second. And she's like, I don't know. all fearful about everything. You're not going to be into that woman, man. You're not going to like her. So what about us? It's the same thing, man. Okay? This is 2nd Ezra chapter 14, verse 14. Let go from the mortal thoughts, cast away the burdens of man, put off now the weak nature. All right, so it's telling you, let go from the mortal thoughts. All right, and cast away the burdens of man. You don't need to be worried about these different things, man. You don't need to be worried about, getting sick or losing houses, losing money, or the woman leave you and all that different stuff, man. Because if it's taken away from you, that was in the will of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai for that to happen. Our job is to keep trucking, man. We got to keep trucking. We got to keep moving. Okay? And I'll go ahead and go to the next verse on this. Verse 15. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee, and haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. So it's going to show you, like, hey, look, you ain't got no time to be doubting and worried about all this other stuff, man. And so all these thoughts that are most heavy to you, hey, forget that. Haste thee to flee from these times. You need to be praying. You need to have faith. This is what you really want, because, right now we at a period to where, Jake done forgot who they are. As far as, they done forgot they got an enemy. They done forgot we in enemy territory. They done forgot the so-called white man done did everything that he did. They think times are different. And a lot of us brothers that's in this faith, we wasn't born in the 20s, 30s, and 40s, 50s, in early 60s, where we got to see a lot of the damage that Esau was doing to our people. But hey, that's coming back even worse. Even worse. So you can't afford to have this self-doubt, worldly fear, just worried about all these different things that's going on. Get rid of it, man. And if you having a hard time getting rid of it and you can't shake it, don't worry. That's Satan. And it takes patience, it takes time, and it takes experience. That's why experience is very important. But Satan will take advantage of these things. And that's the importance of fasting. All right? Taking time out to fast. Taking the initiative to do these things to set your spiritual house in order. Okay? And it indeed works. And when the Lord shows you different things, that's going to boost your faith even more. Because he may show you more than what you prayed for. He may just give you even more. All right, this is 2nd Ezra 16:75. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. Okay? So it's telling you, be not afraid. It's self-explanatory. The Most High is our guide. Now let him guide us. Let him guide you. All these things that have happened to you, or when you look at your car, or you thinking, man, I might lose my job. And you all scared and all this different stuff. It's normal, because the flesh, it does these things. But nah, you supposed to be like, man, all right, whatever happened, gonna happen. You just do your part. You do your part. That's it. But your mentality should be like, well, whatever happens, the Most High he's gonna take care of it. We're his servants, man. He's gonna take care of us. See, only the weak are gonna crack under that pressure. People who crack under pressure, man, they get impulsive, and they sell out. They turn on everybody. They'll turn on their own family. They'll do all these different things, man. All right, but men of faith, we don't crack under pressure. We have integrity. We have dignity. Something that is rare nowadays. All right. But through the Spirit, we've been blessed with that. While the rest of the world lacks in this. So why doubt? And eventually our faith, it leads to spiritual power. So stop doubting. Stop being scared of what's going to happen to you. Or stop being scared that, oh, I might get sick or this or that. What if I catch this disease and all that? You see how them women be, man, when they think they found a lump or something? And a matter of fact, one of the elders was talking about this on the chat. You know, Elder Ariala, he was, you know, and it was an excerpt from a book. But yeah, pretty much it was a physician. He was saying 75% of the people that he see, they don't have any problems. They're perfectly healthy, but they're scared of being sick. All of them come and spend all that money and all these different things just because they scared and think something may be wrong when it's really not. And it says a majority of those people wind up catching exactly what they fear. And it's because they fear it. And remember, the scriptures tell you in Proverbs chapter 1, for the wicked in the end times, he's going to bring their own fear upon them and laugh at their calamity. Okay? So their biggest fears and things that they was afraid of is going to happen to them. All right, this is 1 John 4:18. Well, I'll start at verse 16. And we have known and believe the love that the Most High have to us. The Most High is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in the Most High, and the Most High in him. Herein is our love made perfect, that we may have boldness in the day of judgment. Because as he is, so are we in this world. So you see that it said we may have boldness in the day of judgment. So when that day come and times are getting crazy, the men of the Lord are going to be bold as lions, man. You know, we're going to have boldness in that day, Lord willing. All right. In verse 18, there is no fear in love, but perfect love casteth out fear, because fear hath torment. He that feareth is not made perfect in love. We love him because he first loved us. So it's letting you know, hey, if you fear, you know, you don't have a perfect love. Okay? So there's nothing to be afraid of, man. And like I say, if you do have these doubts and different things like that, that don't mean you wicked or anything. That means, hey, you gotta examine yourself and correct it, man. Like I say, fasting, praying, taking the time out to have a clean temple, or putting time aside to dedicate yourself to reading and doing videos and different things like that. This is what you're meant to do. And the Lord will deal with you, man. All right, but you can't doubt. You got to know it. And the Lord will show you. You'll see for yourself. And that goes for all of us, you know. So Lord will, brothers, were edified. And once more, I'll praise to Yahweh Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Rakakwadash, Shalom Akim.